and welcome. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a quick sheepish look at Hard Reset Redux on Steam. This is a remake of a game that came out back in 2011, and it's actually a game that sort of went completely out of my radar. I completely missed it when it first came out, and this game just got released pretty much yesterday, so I figured why not have a quick gander at it, why not have a quick look to see how it handles. What can I tell ya? And essentially this is a first person shooter where you have to go through levels blowing up robots. That's basically all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a story, I think, but I can't make head or tail what the hell's going on. Like seriously, it's got the stories presented in this weird comic booky sort of cutscene sort of way, which I absolutely love. I love when games do these sort of stylized cutscenes, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what I'm doing, who I am, why I'm shooting these things. All I understand is I'm going through levels and I am shooting robots, and that's basically all there is to it. What's different about this game compared to most first-person shooters is the fact it is designed a lot similarly to old-school first-person shooters, you know, the real fast-paced arena-style shooters. And what's different is, instead of getting, like, a multitude of weapons to utilize, you only actually get to use 2 weapons throughout the course of this one, folks. You can actually swap between these 2 weapons at any time, and what essentially you have is a normal physical rifle and an energy gun. Basically, the energy gun does energy-based attacks, and the physical rifle does physical attacks. And what you have to do with these 2 guns is you can actually modify them as you go through the game. For example, you can take your normal machine gun rifle and equip a grenade launcher onto it. You can take your energy gun and equip a plasma energy blast onto it, you know, folks? So that's generally how the combat's going to play out. You're going to use these 2 guns, you're going to be swapping between modifications all the time in order to take down evil robots amongst your path. Graphically, the game's pretty good looking. I quite like the way the game looks. My only real biggest complaint when it comes to its presentation is, one, the game kind of looks really blurry. I don't know if it's because the graphics settings are enabled, but I have the game running on Ultra, and everything looks really blurry to me, and I have no idea why. Maybe it's like one of the anti-aliasing options or something. Maybe I should turn one of them off. But that really bugs me. The game just looks blurry as all hell. And so far, out of all the stages I've played through, there's very little variety. Like, all of the scenery looks exactly the same. Oh look, we're in a grey city with neon lights. Oh look, another grey city and neon lights. It's like we're moving backwards in the gaming industry to 2008 or something, where every game released was grey dude bro shooter, which is kind of depressing. Level design itself also isn't the best from what I've played so far. It's your typical run forward, shoot everything sort of design. But despite this, I do like the gameplay. The raw gameplay outside the level design, outside of the aesthetics, is actually pretty damn fun, and it can be quite interesting in trying to figure out what weapon's best for what time and using your weapons to your advantage, you know, folks. So, you know, the raw gameplay is pretty good. I do enjoy it for the most part. But, yeah, the level design's not the best, the level aesthetic's not the best. It's not the best shooter in the world. But it does its job. It's pretty damn competent, I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much indeed. Yes. I wish I could talk about the story more in depth, but seriously, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. It's another killer is dead situation. There we go, that's the word. Because when Killer is Dead first came out, I had no idea what the hell was going on in that game. I played the game, I even had a review copy of that game, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And I had like 2 to 3 weeks before most people to talk about that, but alas. I didn't cover Killer is Dead on this YouTube channel, by the way, so don't bother looking for it. Anyway, that's basically all there is I gotta say about this game. It's a basic first-person shooter, you know, it's got pretty fun gameplay, pretty interesting idea behind it. It's just, so far it seems rather bland. I'm probably gonna have a full review out of this one on my channel in the coming weeks, when I'm able to get the time to actually write the review and edit the review out, but, you know, until then, this is basically all I'm gonna talk about. So far it just seems like a bland but pretty fun shooter, and I can't really recommend it right now, as at this point in time, as far as I've played through. I can't recommend it unless you're getting it for cheap. Which, if you own Shadow Warrior. There we go. If you own Shadow Warrior, you can actually get this game for a lot cheaper than normal price. So I would probably recommend it for a cheaper price. So if you have Shadow Warrior, check the game out. But I don't recommend this game as a full price purchase right yet. So at least give it a try before you buy. But that's all I really gotta say about it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people, and I will catch you all again. Bye.